Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you again with another video, and we've got some more fly-by-night Chinese brands, Asian brands, I'm not sure. They came from AliExpress, okay? So I've got the bug. I've been ordering some stuff from AliExpress, and a lot of it's been unlicensed. Naughty, 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 I know. But there's been some really cool cars that have appeared on there, and when I'm looking through the stuff, I can't resist because the price is right. These weren't terribly cheap, but they weren't terribly expensive either. We got a model from Solo Model here, which is an AMG 1, and then we've got a model from Rhino Model, which is a Singer Turbo Study Cabriolet. And I don't think either of them are licensed. I'm going to guess that neither are. Almost 100% positive that there's no way that they are. But we're going to go ahead and take a look at each one of these. I got two models to look at, and both of them, like, I couldn't resist. I had to get them. And then this one I even hemmed and hawed over what color to get. There's a beautiful blue color. I still may get it. If this is really, really good looking and that's still available on there, I might get it. And I'll show you why I was really impressed with this in a minute. Well, hopefully once we get it out of the package. Spoiler alert. Well, not really a spoiler, but mirror alert. There is a mirror floating around in this package, and it seems to be missing one of the side mirrors. At least a part's there, and we can probably attach that. So we will have to do some repair in this video. Not a big deal. I mean, I'll repair it off camera. I'm not going to do it here in the video, but, you know, I always point out quality issues because I just feel like it's important not to gloss over that stuff, especially if I spent, you know, hard-earned money on these. So we got traditional style packaging here with a acrylic case, which is, you're going to find all of these about the same style acrylic case, and then limited information on the base of the car, including or in the base of the packaging, including that there is no, well, first of all, there's no technical like English language. There's Great Britain, so that's your English, but nothing about the U.S. And so these were probably not manufactured to really be in the U.S., which is why I don't think any like U.S. hobby dealer would probably not carry these. So again, this is Solo Model. No clue, never heard of them before. Don't know of any other casting that they make or have made. I have no idea. And for all I know, Solo Model, Rhino Model, maybe these are all made at the same factory by the same company. I'm not sure, and they just use different brands constantly to dodge licensing. It very well could be the case. But anyway, you've got this, because they all look the same. They're all like packaged the same. They all kind of constructed in a similar way and all of that. So acrylic case, decent acrylic case, worthy of displaying the model in it. This one's a bit dusty. It's a little scratched up too, so it's not like perfect, but it is what it is. Here's the side mirror. We're going to set that to the side, try not to lose that. The car, one of the telltale signs too from an unlicensed model from China, they always seem to be on a, you know, acrylic case like this with that packaging, and then they always seem to have like this metal. We'll call it like a trophy. Remember the bases of like trophies had like the information engraved on a little thin metal plaque thing? That's basically what this stuff is. So it's a real thin metal trophy engraving kind of thing. So they tend to always have that on there, which is kind of, I mean, it looks nice. It's nice, it's shiny, it's metal. It's kind of cool. But most of the models that have that are unlicensed. Not all of them, but I would say most of them are. So this is the AMG 1. This also has IWC on it, which might trigger some people as well, because I doubt that they have an IWC license, so there is that. This one actually has two screws holding down the casting, which is not very common for these. Most of the time it's going to have one screw and then a peg holding it in, but the screws are coming out easy, fairly easy anyway. Whoa. So it's nice. They're kind of threaded into the base too, so they won't fall out. So I can just leave them like that. So there's that. And then here is the vehicle itself. Let's see if we can get a little bit more exposure in here. Yeah, something like that, maybe. But yeah, let's take a look at the car. So the paint on these always feels really nice. It's very smooth. Usually, like, no flaws in it. It seems to be like heavily clear coated, and overall looks really good. Now this model does not roll, so if that's a deal breaker for you. It is screwed together though, so you may be able to do a little bit of loosening of these screws and you may be able to get it to roll. It looks like it kind of wants to roll, but it's not. Detail wise, it's all there. You get inserted details for headlights, very sharp graphics on it. The Mercedes logo looks like it's a separate piece that's actually like glued on, so that's pretty cool. Wiper details look pretty good. Those are part of the window, which is okay. This is like plastic engine cover piece, looks pretty decent. The wing looks pretty fragile, looks pretty good though. The rear of the car, exhaust details, taillight details, which actually look really good. It's kind of hard to see them in there, but it is a clear over like red painted insert, which looks pretty awesome. And then the mirror has an actual reflective surface, so like a sticker or something. And then of course this mirror is broken off, and it appears that it actually just came out of the hole that it should be glued into and not actually broken off, which is good because that means that I should be able to fix this. Positioning it might be a little bit tricky, getting it to glue in at the exact like right position, but it is fixable, and I will spend some time on repairing the model. It is annoying to have to repair a model as soon as you get it out of the package. Yes, it definitely is, but you know, this came all the way from China and probably got banged around quite a bit, and who knows. But it doesn't look like there was much glue on it to begin with, and that may be why that it came apart easily. But overall, this car was available in a couple different colors. I picked this particular silver one because I thought it looked the best. And there were some other colors too that they had it in that were sold out. So I wasn't able to get a pick of all of them. But out of the available ones, and I don't remember what was all available, this one was the coolest looking. So I went ahead and grabbed it. So I think this is a pretty nice vehicle. And I think these were probably around 20. Something like that, about the price of maybe an Inno 64 or something along those lines. And then typically from AliExpress, the shipping is included in that. So all in all, not bad, not a bad purchase. Yes, it's unlicensed, so if that's something that's a deal breaker to you, do not buy this model. To me, it is clearly unlicensed. So I just want to make sure that I disclose that properly because, you know, there's something to that. So if you do not buy unlicensed models, do not buy this model. If you don't care about that and you think this is cool, then go ahead and spend your money on it. It's up to you. But yeah, it's going to come from China, and I don't know where else to get it but AliExpress. Here is another one. So this is the Rhino model, and it is a Singer. Undoubtedly, and this one's got really the classic packaging where you've got, you know, the standard acrylic thing, and then always on the back they have like a line drawing of the vehicle. That's like a thing. They do it all the time. All these random Chinese brands or whatever they are, if you want to call them brands, do that same sort of formulaic packaging, which really makes me think that they're all the same. Like they might all be like the same people making these. And then, like I said, they just like, okay, well, we're just going to release it under a bunch of different brand names. So, I mean, it's not like, I don't know, copyright law and all that stuff. I have no idea. International copyright law of China. I know they're notorious, obviously, for putting out knockoff brand stuff and all that. But at least it's not a knockoff brand, I guess. It's not like trying to pass off as some other brand that actually makes diecasts. It's just they're making cars without the proper licensing. And there's no way this is licensed. There just is no way. So this has got acrylic case. Again, looks okay. The got the carbon fiber weave on the base, and again, it's got a metal plaque here with an engraving of Singer. No more information, no more licensing stuff. We have a rubber band on the back, so I'm wondering if this actually might open back here. What really drew me to this, though, was that, it looked awesome, and that plaid interior, that buffalo check or whatever it is, interior, I thought looked really cool, so I was like, oh, I gotta get this model. I'll give it a shot. And now that I got it in hand, it is gorgeous. I would think about there's one in like this like ice blue, same kind of interior, and it looks really good. They also have the non-Cabriolet model, so a hardtop, and that looks really good too. It would be tempting to get it. So you guys that really enjoy Porsches, again, fair warning, this is not licensed. The tires, this one rolls. And again, it's got that thick clear coat on it, which makes it feel almost like it's resin, but it's not. It's metal. It's also screwed together, so you got that. And then we've got this rubber band of death, which you're definitely going to want to remove if you buy this as soon as it gets to you, because these are notorious for killing paint. And I don't think this actually opens. I'm wondering if they glue it on and package it quickly and then throw the rubber band on it just to make sure that it doesn't come off. It feels like it wants to come off too, but I don't think it opens at all. No, it's like a peg and then it's glued in there. And I think, you know what? There's engine detail under there though. So that is properly strange. I don't want to ruin this vehicle, but I want to, I guess I could always glue it back on, but it really feels like it should. Oh, it does come out. Okay, so it doesn't have an opening trunk per se, or engine compartment, but it has these little pegs in there and it pops out. So you have the option to remove it to look at the engine detail, which is weird, but it is there and pretty detailed in there, pretty good looking. Wow, this is really, actually really nice. Again, you got the logo up here that's like, it actually is a separate piece that's like glued on. Inserted details for the headlamps, painted details right there for the side markers, all that stuff. An inserted light strip there in the back. The mirrors have a reflective surface on it. The interior is very detailed, which is important for a car that doesn't have a top on it, right? Because you can actually really see it. And again, those seats just look so fantastic. The wheels look fantastic. You've got disc brakes in there. Yeah, it looks like a caliper's in there. You can barely see it, but yeah, it's there. And it does not rotate with the wheel. This is a pretty sick little car. I'm gonna get the back on. So it's got little pegs. You got to line them up perfectly and then push it in. There, that is. It's got a little bit of a bump on the, so this side fits super flush, no issues. The other side, it's barely just cracked right there. That's how I could tell it open. And I think that's actually from, let's see if I can get it open again. It's actually from how the motor's put in. It's a little crooked in there. You can see how this is down. This needs to be down a little bit more. So I might be able to play with it and take it apart and fix that. I don't know, so that I can get this thing fitting more flush. It is barely noticeable, but it is noticeable when you get it really close up to the camera. So I'm just going to put this back for now. Get it popped in there. But yeah, it is noticeable. You can see it right there. That's crooked. That will bother me. So I may try to fix it. We'll see. Obviously not going to do that on camera. So we got two little projects here. And like I said, I didn't expect too much. This was kind of a let's give it a try kind of thing. Let's see if it's going to be good. I don't know. And, maybe it will. Maybe it won't. Oop, wow. Oop. Get our exposure back. I tried to, I was trying to correct it so you can make it a little bit brighter, but I didn't want it crazy bright. Come on. Get down there. There we go. Still a bit bright, but you get the idea. It's looking pretty cool. There we go. But yeah, really awesome car. Actually, I like this one, I think, a little bit more than I do the Solo model. But here's two weird models for you. And both of them not too bad, but AliExpress was where to go for these. The shipping, obviously, it takes a while to get anything from there because it's coming from China and the shipping's free, so it's cheap, and it's which is good. You don't want to spend a ton of money on shipping. But really cool little model. I think I will probably take it apart, and I'll see if I can get this fixed on the back a little bit. I'll see if I can get that a little bit more even so that this the back of it shuts, because I do plan on probably taking some cool pictures of this car. It's a really nice looking model. All right. You guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below. You know, the first thing I want to know, like, and I've asked this question before, but it's always nice to get opinions. And it's, how do you feel about unlicensed models, and what do you think about these? Do you think, you know, morality-wise, what do you think about these unlicensed models? It's always fun to find out what you think, and then, you know, does it bother you? Does it not bother you? And then what do you think about these models? Are you going to pick them up? Think you're going to go for them? What do you think about value for price? All that good stuff. And like I said, I think they're around 20 bucks each. So, all right. Thank you very much for watching. And, yeah, you know, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.